It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
And we'll see DJ Moore, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
It's the Bears and the Lions, and it comes your way next.
The good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the Lions here, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning. He's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You talk about this Lions defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Tua. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Downfield throw tip, but he still got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
Well, just say thank you, Mr. QB. That ball gets tipped in the air, and they come out with a first down.
You've said it before, sometimes better to be lucky than good.
Yeah, but what you have to do as a defender, that ball's in the air, you've got to go up and get it, and at worst, knock it to the ground.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Bears getting the road victory, so they'll look now to take the season series here at Soldier Field. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete as well. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Santos' kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. They're brought out by a former #1 overall pick coming off one of his best seasons ever in year 7 of his career, now in year 8, Jared Goff.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Here's the former Bear. This is David Montgomery. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This defense for the Bears very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially up in field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Bears take over. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll get this out to about the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Room here to run. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up 1st downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because you keep picking up 1st downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. Shelling through the defense. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. Now Tua on the bootleg here. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And again back to Kmet. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board. Back
onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A shotgun snap for Goff. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
And they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Cross pass finds Williams, complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 5. Here's Goff. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away now from moving out in front. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Now an option play on second down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
Tua going to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to pass. Tua. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
After the interception, here's Goff.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Goff now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Taking it about the 16. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 1st and 10, Franks. And this will be caught by Mooney.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 47.
Franks.
Over the middle, complete. That's Lewis. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Herbert powering up the middle.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Goff. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And this will wind up a Lions first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up second down.
2nd and 5 at the Bears' 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Goff.
Goes out left. It's caught by Williams.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
First down, Lions.
Play action. It's Goff.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. And it's complete to Mitchell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And the Lions first down.
Goff throwing again. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
James Mitchell.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions add 6 to their lead.
Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But when you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 8. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. A first down throw. Here's Franks.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Now Franks.
Complete. This is Lewis. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Romeo Okwara shooting in there and dropping him for the sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking on the midfield logo. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd down, they go back to Herbert.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Frank's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Franks now able to hit his target, Claypool. And Claypool going to have a Bears first down as a tackle made at the 15-yard line.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 7-yard line.
Herbert once more.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
They're still yet to find the end zone. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Yeah, Detroit back in possession of the football. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw is Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Bears, touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot around, and they can see the quarterback.
And the lead is now 2. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Another shot now for this Lions offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Counter play, here's Gibbs.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. Here's Goff.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see them drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Now Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
This to Laporta, right side.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And based on my start becoming solutions.
Patterson's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. The drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Falcons who are out in front in the second quarter. The Falcons trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati, Ohio to check in on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. 2 touchdowns there for Jonathan Taylor. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they trail in that one, as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Trevor Lawrence has thrown a touchdown pass. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a 1-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for, with both these teams in it to win it.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Now a stoppage here for an injured player, and it's David Montgomery who is struggling a bit. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 3rd and 2, Goff. Finds Gibbs on the check down. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing the pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And they run the option on second down. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. A handoff for Herbert. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
Frank's looking to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Back to throw, Goff. And it's complete to Mitchell. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Now a 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Herbert. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Read option. Here's Herbert. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 58 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes it's done to beauty. Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
You figure down in the red zone, the play call that's going to come in, find the guy that's most susceptible. It's the guy that you think that you can beat. In this case, they tried to pick on the rookie, and he was actually up to the challenge.
Yes, he was. Solid job knocking that away. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way.
Touchdown, Bears! Velus Jones, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. Matt Eberflus is going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Time for another look at this Lions offense. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
On 1st and 10, Goff. His throw incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Out route. He finds his man. It's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. To the air again. Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Goff now looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
The Chicago offense set to get started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
2nd and 6.
Now Herbert. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 64 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And some room to work. Escapes the defender. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 34 yards there at a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Herbert now on the option. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Franks.
And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They'll run with Herbert.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
He's going to keep this again.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. Scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Khalif Raymond now.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
So now following the sack, often the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On second down, a run with Herbert.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. This now a 3rd and 4. Now Franks. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Now a first down throw. Gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the fourth quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down at a yard. On the give, here's Gibbs. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll hand off to Reynolds.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a 1st and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the fourth quarter, even with the loss there on first down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually carry the ball into the end zone. Otherwise, don't even look at the coach.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
There's Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Now Herbert to start the drive.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Derek Barnes in on the stop. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Herbert. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Franks now.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here comes the Bears punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken right around the 44. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Goff. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Goff. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Down to about the 37. Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
A shotgun snap for Goff. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
On 1st down, it's Goff.
And this one's going to sail on him a bit, and it's incomplete.
He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. Goff.
That's complete to Laporta.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The Franks looking to throw.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Aiden Hutchinson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, Franks. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. It's fielded at the 45. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Lions will take over.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Goff now looks to throw. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. Man open, here is Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg.
Now we're in a situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his hole. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Oh, no, he lost the football.
And that was ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
But that incompletion reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Bears will get the football back. So a 3rd straight pass attempt after they ran it on 1st down. 3rd straight incompletion. Now they're forced to give the ball up.
They must have felt like they just couldn't get it done on the ground. You know, something in what they saw in the defense or how they felt about their offensive line, it just told them throw the football. And end up with 3 straight incompletions, turn the ball over on downs, give a big, big check mark to the defense on that one.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That is intercepted.
Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Here's 1st and goal.
Goff. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now it's Goff.
Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. Goff now to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side is good.
So the inability there to get the 2-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful. 25 seconds to go. A must recover if they're going to have any chance. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they take a knee. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big 4th quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the 4th quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was a game where they got out to a pretty good-sized lead, and then they had to hang on for dear life at the end.
Not exactly how you would draw it up. You would continue to score and find ways to keep your lead pretty well throughout the game. but they did find a way to win, as you noted. Hung on at the end as the big rush came at them. Fortunately enough, they put enough points on the board to have enough of a cushion that they're able to survive what happened in the fourth quarter.